All right, guys, Craig from singleswingschool.com here, and I wanted to do this outside, but we got a little bit of a frost delay this morning, and even the practice green, part of the etiquette is when there's a frost delay, don't walk on the grounds. You know, you'll kill the grass is what it comes down to. So we're actually going to do the tip inside today, and as I promised yesterday in my little Twitter feed and social media post, we're going to focus on some tips for chipping today. I've had a couple members ask about chipping. A couple of my students have issues with chipping. So that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to give you a quick little video with some tips on to help you around the greens. So when you're around the green, the first thing you need to do is take note of the lie of the ball. Is it sitting up? Is it nestled down in the rough? Is it kind of sitting in the middle? Because that's going to adjust exactly how you swing the club. Not necessarily swing the club, but where your ball placement is going to be with this tip. So first things first, let's start with how should you be hitting your chips. So the biggest thing I've found is a lot of people have trouble controlling the distance of their chips. Not necessarily the direction or where they want to go, but the distance. And why do they have trouble with the distance? It's because a lot of people do this. They're getting flippy with the wrist, and that makes it very, very difficult to control the distance of your chips. So, easy tip for that, something you guys should definitely work on, is when you get down for your chip, a couple things you're going to do. A, you want the ball a little bit further back in your stance, tighten your feet up a little bit. Next, you're going to lean forward just like you do with your irons, get that weight to that front foot. But then when you swing, I want you to lock your wrist. Keep this triangle here. So you're going to lock your wrist and just rotate your shoulders back and through. So again, none of this. Weight forward, ball a little back, and just like a putt, keep those wrists locked and stay down on the ball. So something you can do to work on that is if you have any wrist brace, anything like that at home that's going to keep your wrist from bending, that's something good to put on to get you into this motion with your chips to where you're not flicking your wrist and losing distance or being unable to control the distance. So you definitely want to make sure, again, front or weight forward, ball a little back, and lock it up. Keep this triangle the whole way through. It's going to help you control the distance a little bit more. Now, as I said a little bit earlier in this video, the other thing you got to watch is your lie. If the ball's up and sitting up in the rough, or something where you feel comfortable your club's going to get under it, one way you can stop the ball a little bit quicker is actually taking your club face and opening it up a little bit. The same thing, lean forward and back and through. That's going to help you pop it up. You can actually add a little bit more power, get it closer to the hole. If it's nestled down, what I tend to do is I'll close the club face a little bit, and same thing. Ball back in the stance, and again, hit down on that ball, get it to come out. And then if it's kind of a middle of the road lie, just take your regular stance, again, tighten it up, your regular ball placement towards the back of the foot, and hit through. So if it's nestled down, it's going to run out more. So you need to land it short and give it some room to run. If it's middle of the road, you can fly it a little bit further, and then if it's up where you can get under it, you can actually fly it closer to the hole. It's going to stop a lot faster. The other big thing you have to do that I see happen all the time is you have to get through the ball. And what I mean is, a lot of times I'll see people start their chip, come here, and then stop. They slow down as they get to the ball, like they're afraid to hit it. Don't be that way. Actually hit through the ball. So when you go back, you should actually be accelerating through the ball on your chips. So give those tips a try. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram at Single Length School, or over on Twitter at One Length School. Again, this is Craig. Glad you're a member. Hope this tip helps, and we'll see you guys out on the course.